Good day mga kasopas, welcome back to another exciting math lesson. Today we'll be exploring the applying triangle congruent to construct perpendicular lines and angle bisector. So get ready to sharpen your minds and have some fun along the way. Let's learn and grow together. Okay, after going through this video lesson, you expected to use triangle congruence to construct perpendicular line and angle bisector, and relate perpendicular lines and angle bisector in real life settings. Okay, before we proceed with our lesson, we have an activity. All we have to do here is to identify the congruence postulate or theorem that can be used to prove the congruence of triangle in every pair. Okay, and choose the correct answer below inside the box. So, meron tayong mga pagpipilian sa box na AAS theorem, leg acute angle theorem, leg theorem, ASA postulate, SAS postulate, SSS postulate, hypotenuse acute angle theorem, and hypotenuse leg theorem. Okay, in item number 1, as you can see, it has identical marking on three sides of two triangular congruent. So, based on our previous video lesson, we have markings like this. So, what does it represent? Yes, it represents the SSS congruence postulate based on the identical markings. Okay, next, number 2, in item number 2, to make it easier, for us to identify the two triangles are congruent, we will always look at their identical markings. So based on the markings, no, it has markings for angle, side, angle. So, which means it is the ASA postulate based against sa identical marking. Okay, next, number 3. In number 3, as you can see, it has right triangle. So, the first thing we look at in this identical markings, no? Since it has identical markings on its longer side, which is hypotenuse, and it has a right angle. So, it means it is the best representation of hypotenuse acute angle theorem. Okay, next, number 4. It is also right triangle. It represents the hypotenuse leg theorem since yung identical marking natin ay nasa hypotenuse ng two congruent triangle and one leg of a triangle. Number 5. The best representation of number 5 is AAS theorem. Ganun lang yung gagawin natin. Titingin tayo sa identical markings para ma-identify natin kung ano bang postulate or theorem sila. Okay, next, let's move on to our proper lesson. But first, we need to understand the step for constructing an angle bisector or perpendicular line using two congruent triangles. In the first step, given two congruent triangles are postulate or theorem, determine the other corresponding parts that are congruent. Step number 2, put the two triangles together in such a way that a pair of corresponding sides coincide and always see the thicker line. Step number 3, determine the common side or the side shared by the triangles. The fourth step determine the adjacent angle form. Fifth step, determine the relationship of the adjacent angles. And the last step, determine the relationship of any one of adjacent angle to the sum of their measures. Okay, so now let's know first how to construction of angle bisector using two congruent triangle. Okay, an angle bisector is a line, ray, or segment that divides the angle into two congruent angles. So, si angle bisector daw, siya ang divider ng isang angle. Okay, in example number 1, let's apply the rules or step number 1. Given two congruent triangles by SAS postulate, determine the other corresponding parts that are congruent. So, i-determine lang natin yung other parts ng two triangle na congruent. So, ano-ano yung mga yon? So, other parts that are congruent are angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. Angle 2 is congruent to angle 6. And side AB is congruent to side DB. Okay, let us proceed the second step. The second step, put the two triangles together in such a way that a pair of corresponding sides coincide and CD thicker line. So, dito sa step 2, ipagdidikit lang natin or pagsasamahin lang natin yung dalawang congruent triangle and always CD thicker line. So, ano ba yung thicker line na yun? Yun yung nagkaroon ng common side ng two congruent triangle. So, okay, now let us proceed the third step. Determine the common side or the side shared by the triangle. So, yan, as you can see, si two congruent triangle, i-determine lang natin yung common side ng dalawang two congruent triangle kapag sila ay nagsama, no? So, as you can see, in triangle ABC and triangle CDB, once na pinagsama sila or pinagdikit, ang common side nila ay, the common side of two congruent triangle is line BC or segment BC. That is the common side of two congruent triangle. Let us proceed to the fourth step. Determine the adjacent angle form. So, in the fourth step, let us determine the adjacent angle form. So, when we say adjacent angle, meron tayong adjacent angle in two congruent triangle, which are two pair of adjacent angle. Ano-ano yung mga yon? So, meron tayong dalawang pair ng adjacent angle, which are pair 1, angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. That is the first pair of adjacent angle. And the second pair is angle 3 is congruent to angle 4. The second pair of adjacent angle formed. Now, after natin ma-determine ang adjacent angle form, let us proceed the fifth step. So, the fifth step, o yung panglimang step natin, determine the relationship of the adjacent angles. So, let us determine the relationship of the adjacent angles. So, ano ba ang relationship ng dalawang pair na adjacent angle? So, as you can see, based on the identical marking, the two pairs of adjacent angle are congruent, no? So, si angle 1 is congruent to adjacent angle 5. And angle 3 is congruent to angle 4. Okay? That is relationship of the adjacent angles. Okay, let us proceed the last step. The last step, determine the relationship of any one of adjacent angle, the sum of their measures. So, in this last step or sixth step, let us determine the relationship of any one of adjacent angle to the sum of their measurement. Okay, so as you can see, since na-determine natin ang relationship ng two pairs of adjacent angle na si angle 1 is congruent to angle 5, so therefore, the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 5. The measure of angle ABD is equal to 2 interior angle or 2 adjacent angle, which are angle 1 and angle 5. So, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 5 is equal to angle ABD. The two angle of one adjacent angle or one interior angle in one congruent triangle is equal to angle ABD. And the next, the measure of angle 1 or ang measure daw ng isang interior angle is equal to 1/2 of the measure angle ABD. So as you can see, the half angle ni angle ABD is equal to angle 1 or angle 5, no? Kasi hinati lang sila sa gitna. Hinati lang yung angle ABD. Okay, another sum of their measures. Dito tayo sa kabilang side. Si measure of angle 3 is equal to measure of angle 4 since adjacent angle are congruent, so therefore si angle 3 is congruent to angle 4 at sila ay adjacent angle sa isa't isa. So it means the measure of angle ACD is equal to the measure of angle 3 and the measure of angle 4. And the measure of angle C, the measure of ACD is equal to the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 3. So as you can see, no, na pag ang dalawang interior angle ay pinagsama is equal to the measure of angle ACD. So ganun lang din sa nauna, no? Si 1/2 times the measure of ACD is equal to the measure of interior angle 3. So thus one of the adjacent angle is half of a whole angle since the two adjacent angles are congruent, and one of the angles is half of angle ABD or half of angle ACD. It follows then that side BC divides both angle ABD and angle ACD, no, is congruently. So therefore, the side BC bisect both angle ABD and angle ACD. Hence, the side BC is an angle bisector of two angle, no? si side BC, siya yung ating angle bisector. Okay? Another example tayo. Example number 2 at the given triangle XYZ and XYC. So, let us apply the first step. Given two congruent triangle by A as a postulate, determine the other corresponding parts that are congruent. So, meron na tayong two angle and one side. Ano pa yung hahanapin nating other corresponding parts that are congruent? Okay. Which are angle 3 is congruent to angle 5. So, as you can see, no? Si angle 3 is congruent to angle 5. And side XZ is congruent to side XC. And side YZ is congruent to YC. No? That is the rule, or that is the step number 1. The next step, the second step, no? Put the two triangle together in such a way that a pair of corresponding side coincide and see the thicker line. So, ayun. Once na pinagdikit na natin yung two congruent triangle, lagi nating titignan yung thicker line nila. So, yung thicker line nila ay si side XY or side YX. So, let us proceed the third step. The third step, determine the common side or the side share by the triangle. So, as you can see, no, based on the figure, saan sila nagkaroon ng common side once na pinagdikit sila. So, ang common side nila ay si side XY or side YX. That is the common side of two congruent triangle. Okay, let us proceed to the fourth step. So, determine the adjacent angle form. So, let us determine the adjacent angle form. So, ano ba yung mga adjacent angle na yon? So, which are two pairs of adjacent angle. So, angle 1 is congruent to angle 4. That is the first pair of adjacent angle. And the second pair is angle 2 is congruent to angle 6. So, after natin ma-determine yung nabuong adjacent angle form into congruent triangle, let us determine the relationship of the adjacent angle. So, as you can see, what is the relationship of the adjacent angle? So, gaya ng ginawa natin kanina, tinignan lang natin yung relationship ng two pairs of adjacent angle. It means the two pairs of adjacent angle are congruent kasi hinati lang sila sa gitna. Okay, let us proceed the sixth step. So, determine the relationship of any one of adjacent angles to the sum of their measurement. So, based on the given figure, so the sum of their measurement, no, si adjacent angle 1 and 4 are equal. The measure of angle 1 and the measure of angle 4 are equal. So, as you can see, because the adjacent angle are congruent. So, and when we add the two adjacent angle are congruent, ito ay equal sa angle ZXC, no? As you can see in the given figure, the first pair of adjacent angle, when we add this, it is equal to the measure of angle ZXC. Next, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of another angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle ZXC, because angle 1 is congruent to angle 4. Angle 4 is congruent to angle 1. Pwede ring angle 4 plus angle 4 is equal to angle ZXC. Okay, next. 1/2 times the measure of angle ZXC is equal to the measure of angle 1. So yung kalahati daw ni angle ZXC ay equal kay angle 1. Obviously naman, no? Next, ganun lang din, no? Sa kabilang side, sa pangalawang pair ng adjacent angle natin, the measure of angle 2 is equal to the measure of angle 6 because adjacent angle are congruent. Two adjacent angle are congruent. So it means the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 6 is equal to the measure of angle ZYC. So next, the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 2 is equal to the measure of angle ZYZ. And the last, 1/2 times the measure of angle X, the measure of ZYC is equal to the measure of angle 2 or angle 6. So, thus, one of the adjacent angle is half of the whole angle, since the two pairs of adjacent angle are congruent, and one of the angle is half of angle ZXC or half of angle ZYC. It follows that side XY divides both angle ZXC and angle ZYC congruently. So the side XY bisect both two angle, no? Therefore, side XY is an angle bisector. So as you can see on the given figure, si angle bisector nila ay that is angle bisector. Okay, now let us proceed to constructing perpendicular lines using two congruent right triangle. So when we say perpendicular lines or segment, perpendicular line or segment are segments or line that intersect at a common point, forming 90 degrees angle. So now, let us proceed to example number 1. Let us apply again the step, no? Okay, based on the given figure, we have here two right triangle YAZ and triangle CXD. So, in step number 1, given two congruent right triangle by LA theorem, determine the other corresponding parts that are congruent. So, meron na determine na natin yung isang angle at isang side ng two triangle congruent. So, ano pa ba yung ibang corresponding parts are congruent nila? Which are angle AXY is congruent to angle XVC, and side AZ and side AX is congruent to side XD, and YX is congruent to side CD. So let us proceed. The second step after natin ma-determine yung other corresponding parts na congruent, gagawin natin, put the two triangles side by side in such a way that the vertices leveled with x coincide. So, need daw nating ma-level siya with x coincide. So, after natin ma-level, ayan, based on the given figure, na-level na natin. Let us proceed to the third step. Determine the relationship of angle A, X, Y, and angle C, X, D. So, what are the relationship? So, which are the relationship of two congruent triangle? So, based on the given figure, the relationship of two angle. Okay, let us proceed to the third step. Determine the relationship of two angle, which are angle AXY and angle CXD. So let us determine the relationship of two angle in two congruent triangle. So we have here the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle AXY plus the measure of angle AYZ is equal to 180 degrees. That is the first relationship, no? So since angle A is congruent to angle CXD, then the measure of angle AXY is equal to 90 degrees minus the measure of angle CXD, or the measure of angle AXY plus the measure of angle CXD is equal to 90 degrees. No, meron tayo ditong relationship of two angle. So therefore, the two angle AXY and angle CXD are complementary. So when we say complementary, it formed 90 degrees, or nagkakaroon na tayo dito ng perpendicular line. Kasi si perpendicular, it formed 90 degrees. No? Okay, another example. Example number 2, at the given triangle ABC and triangle DBC. So, let us determine the two okay, another example. Example number 2, let us apply the step again. No, given two congruent right triangle by LA theorem, determine the other corresponding parts that are congruent. So, which are side BA is congruent to side BD, and the second pair, side AC is congruent to side DC. That is the other corresponding parts that are congruent of two congruent triangles. So let us proceed to the next step, or the second step. Put the two triangles side by side in such a way that our pair of corresponding side coincide. So gaya lang ng ginawa natin kanina sa una, pagdidikitin natin yung two congruent triangle, and always nating titignan yung thicker line nila kung saan sila nagkasalubong. So let us proceed to the third step. The third step, determine the common side shared by the two triangles. So based on the given figure of the two congruent triangle, ano ang common side nila? Which is side BC, no? As you can see on the given figure, ang common side nila ay side BC or side CB. That is step number 3. Okay, let us proceed to the step number 4. Determine the pair of adjacent angle. So, ano-ano ba yung adjacent angle natin dito? The pair of adjacent angle are angle A, B, C is congruent to angle DBC. And the second pair, the angle ACB is congruent to angle DCB. That is two pairs of adjacent angle of perpendicular line or perpendicular bisector. So let us proceed to the fifth step. Determine the relationship of the adjacent angle. So, gaya ng sinasabi natin, no? Si adjacent angle are congruent. That is the relationship of the adjacent angle. So, as you can see on the two pairs of congruent angle, no? So next, okay. So ang relationship of two adjacent angle nila, the first pair, angle ABC and angle DBC are congruent, and angle ACB and angle DCB are congruent also. So, and at the same time, both are right angle, no? Sila ay both right angle. Okay, let us proceed to the last step, determining relationships. So, determining the relationship. What are the relationship of two congruent triangle? So, first, determine the relationship of the common side and the vertex angle. So, based on the given figure, no, the common side is angle bisector of the vertex angle, since angle ABC is congruent to angle DBC. So, that is the relationship of common side and the vertex angle. And another relationship, determine the relationship of two common side and the base of the larger triangle. So, there are perpendicular lines, no? Meron siyang perpendicular line since the angle formed angle ABC and angle DCB are right angles, no? So, okay, so therefore there are perpendicular lines since the angle formed angle ACB and angle DCB are right angles. So, okay, that's all our discussion about applying triangle congruence to construct perpendicular lines and angle bisectors. Okay, so we have an assessment activity here to assess what you have learned from this video lesson. So first activity, use the given two congruent triangle to answer the question that follow. Use the separate sheet of paper, no? And another activities, meron siyang two activity. At the given triangle MNO is congruent to triangle MNP. So, I hope you learned something. Thank you and God bless.